Hello, good day students, and welcome back for your online classes. And get ready for your second term portion. Myself, Mehrunisa Khan, has come up with the video of subject EVS 1. Today in this class, we are going to start with the lesson number 13, that is directions and map. As in previous class, you have already learned direction and maps and the four main directions, and you are also familiar with the maps. So in this lesson, let's study in detail. Student, this is the page of your textbook of EVS 1, page number 81, and this is your lesson. The first part of the lesson is, can you tell? Can you see this diagram in your textbook which shows the direction, that is east, west, north and south? After when you understand the explanation and the explanation is over, you have to do this activity in your textbook on page number 81 and page number 82 on your own. Let's get started with the lesson. There are four main directions, that is east, west, north and south. These are the four main directions that you have learned in your previous class, that is in class 3. In this lesson, we will learn directions and their subdirection. We will also learn about the maps and the compass rose. Student, these are the main directions, and if you know where the sun rises from, then it is very easy to understand how to identify the another directions. So the sun rises from east. These are the main four directions, and to identify the direction in the morning, you have to get up and you have to know or understand where the sun rises from. Sun rises from the east direction. Now suppose if a boy is standing here and facing the east direction, the opposite direction to east is the west direction. It is behind the boy's back, that is the west direction. East and west directions are opposite direction, and west is the direction where sun sets. When you are facing towards the east, to your left hand side lies the north direction, to your left hand side. And opposite to the north direction, there is a south direction which lies to your right hand side. This is how you identify your directions. East is the direction where the sun rises, and west is the direction which is opposite to east, where the sun sets. North is the direction which is to your left hand side, and south is the direction which is opposite to the north, to your right hand side. Students, I hope you have understood how to identify the directions. Moving ahead, in this lesson, we are also going to learn directions and its subdirections. East, west, north and south are the main directions, and the direction that lies between these directions are known as their subdirections. Now this is north and this is east. The direction between these two directions is northeast, which is known as subdirection. The direction that lies between the east and south is known as southeast. And the subdirection which lies between the west and the south is known as southwest. The subdirection between north and west is known as northwest. These are known as directions and its subdirections. This is the activity that you have to identify where these objects are lying, and you have to do that activity on page number 81 and 82. Here the tower watch is at the north side. The fort is lying between the east and north, that is northeast. The pond is towards the east, and the pole is between the south and the east, that is known as southeast. The house here is towards the direction of south, and a well which lies in the direction between west and south is known towards southwest. Tree is lying in the west direction. Mountain is lying between the west and north. So this direction becomes northwest. Students, I hope you are understanding the directions and the subdirection, which will help you to do the activity in the textbook. Moving ahead, this is a compass rose. You have to draw a diagram showing the directions and subdirection on a small card. It is known as the compass rose, which helps you to understand the map and the directions easily. Do you know directions are always parallel to the ground? That is why a map must always be aligned to the local directions. This makes it easier for us to understand the map and this region. Students, to understand the direction is parallel to the ground. Every direction, if you are standing on the ground and faces towards from where the sun rises, sun is the main side or the direction where you can understand remaining the three directions and the subdirection. Moving ahead, you have to use your brain power. Now this is a map in your textbook, page number 83, which shows a map of our Maharashtra state. Now students, how to read a map? Here in the map there is an index which shows the symbols that you have to identify the map. Now this marking is used for state boundary, which is here. Can you see the state boundary marking? Yes, the thicker one is the state boundaries. Now these lighter marking is used for district boundaries. Here, can you see these district boundaries? This is how the index helps you to understand. This symbol is used for your state capital, which is here, Maharashtra, that is Mumbai. And this symbol is used for a second capital, which is here, shows to Nagpur. This is a map which shows the direction, a main direction, east, west, north and south. And this is the kilometer which is showing. Here you cannot show 60 kilometer in a map, so it is showing 1 centimeter is used as 60 kilometer and 2 centimeter is used as 120 kilometer. This is how we read a map. Now of course you cannot draw 60 kilometer in a map. The size and everything is very, very small for you to understand. It is not the way how the natural landforms are. Can you see the Arabian Sea in the map? Can you see the border of Gujarat? This is the state border where Gujarat lies. Now let's do this activity which is used in the textbook. Use the compass rose made earlier to read the measure to the map given above. Now you have to use a compass rose. Place the rose on bead and make a list of all the districts that are situated along the main directions and subdirections. Repeat this activity for other districts. Another one is place the rose at the center of a state and note the location of your district in the state. Bead. So students, let's do this activity. You have to place a compass rose on near the bead district, and then you have to find out the directions. Now here there is a bead district. And what lies? These are your main 4 direction. That is east. Opposite to east is west. And this is on your left hand side is north. And opposite to north is south. These are your main 4 direction. Now you have to keep your compass rose on the bead district and identify the states that are lying to the east, west, north and south direction. Now to the east of bead lies Parbhani district, and to the north lies Jalna district, that is here, and to the west lies Ahmednagar. South is Usmanabad. These are the 4 main directions that you have to keep your compass rose and see which direction lies where and which state is there. So these, to the east of the bead is Parbhani, to the north of bead is Aurangabad, to the west of bead is Ahmednagar, and to the south of bead is Usmanabad. So this is how you can also keep compass rose to any of the state or district, and you can identify its directions. Students, I hope that you have understood this using a compass rose, how to identify the directions. Moving ahead, places in our surroundings are often located at some distances from one another. These places are also large in size. Maps are comparatively quite small. Therefore, the distance between these places has to be shown in a very limited space on a map. Now, student, can you see this man is drawing this map, looking this house and drawing its map. Now, this house is so huge. Can you see such a big house? Can he draw it on the canvas? No, he can't. So he has to actually make it which fits on a paper, the map which fits on a paper, and he has to do the marking of 1 kilometer, how many centimeter he has given. When we draw picture of the house, mountains and people, we draw them to fit the size of the paper we are drawing on. It is same while drawing maps. While drawing a map, the distance between 2 places on the ground has to be shown in such a way that it fits the paper. The distance on the map is proportionate to the distance on the ground. Try to understand this with the help of the picture given here. Now see, here this house must be built on some 1000 square feet, but he cannot draw the 1000 square feet in this drawing sheet or a canvas, but he has to measure 1 feet into some centimeter to make this map. Use your brain power. The distance between Rasika and Reshma's house is 10 kilometer. The scale used on map is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. On the map, what would be the distance between the 2 houses? So, if the distance between Rasika and Reshma's house is 10 kilometer and on the map is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Of course, on the map it will show 10 centimeters, which is equal to 10 kilometers. Using a ruler, draw a distance in your notebook. Now you can of course draw a 10 centimeter way or road path in your book. Students, always remember, directions and subdirections have been determined by man on the basis of the rising and setting of sun. Thus, nature can be our guide. Yes, of course, nature is our guide. So, we understand the nature by understanding from where the sun rises and from where the sun is setting. That is how we understand the other directions and the subdirections. Students, I hope that you have understood this lesson. Let's revise what we have learned in this lesson. You have learned to identify the directions and its subdirections. You understood what is a compass rose and its use. The proportionate nature of maps, how the nature of map is, the nature, actually the boundaries and the state boundaries are huge, but on the map how they reduce the size and what marking is given. You learned how the index are mentioned, the symbol and sign that is used on the map. The relation between distance on the map and on the ground. Students, I hope that you are clear with this lesson and you have understood the lesson, and of course do the activity on the page number 81 and 82. I kindly request you to kindly subscribe the channel, like and share it also, and for further notification please subscribe the channel. Thank you.